Hey, it's Heather here. Gonna go ahead and shoot today's video and get it out of the way. I am not in a good state of mind. I haven't been for the past little bit. If you're somebody that's not in a good state of mind, I would recommend maybe not watching this video or maybe the last few because I'm really depressed and stuff. I'm really overwhelmed. I'm really anxious. I'm really nervous. I'm trying to pack shit so that way I can get out of here in the next few days. And I've got to call and see if even I have anybody to help me move stuff onto the moving truck, because if not, then I'm screwed to a degree. But, I mean, there's always a way out of things. I know that for as far as, like, circumstances, like, and if it involves somebody else, there's always, if it involves anybody even remotely halfway helping, and it's like my grandmother is where I'm moving to, and so I know, like, if shit backfires, that she's going to be a mind that's going to be worrying about, it a little bit at least, unlike my kid being taken from me, which nobody worried about. Or at least that's the way that I feel, and that's the way that I see it. I'm a complete and total fucking mess without her. And I just read this list put out by this other YouTuber about how pretty much you're allowed to be your own person. And it's like a daily reminder or whatever list. And I ain't gonna lie, that helped me because I was fixing to get on here and just let loose really bad, even worse than it may seem like in this video. But it's like I'm just so fucking depressed. I can't stand it. I'm having to tear apart the home that I've been building up for 3.5 years. And, like, I've moved almost every 2 years of my daughter's life. And so it's always trying to figure out where I'm going to put her stuff. Where's all her crown boxes going to go? What shelf are they going to go on? Where's all this going to go? Where's all that going to go? Where's all her stuff going to go? So that way it's always accessible. So that way she always knows where it's at. So that way she always has it to play with. That way she always has it for this or for that, just, catering to my kid, I guess, and everything. And it's like we have so much stuff because of me wanting to cater to her and also cater to myself. I don't want to have to go, oh God, where's a hammer? Oh God, I don't have a hammer. Okay, let me go out and buy a hammer. When I've done, if I've owned a hammer, I want to keep the hammer until the damn thing falls apart from, else rusting, or it shouldn't even fall apart if it's damn made decent enough. But I have 30 years of stuff that I've acquired, and I'm sick of having to move it, and I'm sick of having to rebuild, and I'm sick of not having a home, and I'm sick of never having a home. And even though I had a home as a kid and stuff, it wasn't a home. And it's like, sadly, as much as I've been harassed here by a neighbor that was hateful as hell, and just people, this is actually the most I've been at peace in my whole life. Other than when I was the 2 years with my husband. And I had a few people bother me then, or whatever. And it was upstairs neighbors again, and I just got used to, oh, well, it's neighbors, But this time was way worse with the neighbors than it was when I was living with my husband. And it's like I'm sitting here fucking trembling because I don't want to go back. But I don't care anymore. I'm tired. I just want to sleep all the time. I miss my daughter so much. And then my grandmother's sitting there arguing with me already, saying that she knows that my parents have custody of my daughter. And I'm saying, no, they have temporary custody. And then she keeps asking me, have you filed your taxes yet? Have you filed your taxes yet? Have you filed your taxes yet? She's asked me that like 4 or 5 damn times. And one reason she keeps asking is because I told her that, yeah, I'm going to claim my daughter because it's my daughter and they only have temporary custody of her. Hell, they claimed her for like 7, 8 years when she wasn't even fucking living with them except for 2. Yeah, I'm going to claim my kid. And she's like, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. You'll get in trouble. 'Cause they got full custody of her. You'll get in trouble." And I'm like, "No, they don't. They have temporary custody." And she's like, "Well, your dad, 'cause apparently if it comes out my dad's fucking mouth, it's like the God himself spoke it or what the fuck ever." And she's like, "Well, your dad said that you was up in there at the court whenever they granted custody to them, and that you signed the paper." I signed a paper, but it was not to give a full custody of my daughter over. It was not to sign over full custody of my daughter. And if that's the case, if I signed over full custody of my kid, then why the hell am I still ordered to take parenting classes and do this all this other kinds of shit? If I sign full custody over, then that means that I'm not even going to ever, in my whole entire lifetime, attempt to do any of the shit that I'm supposedly supposed to do for as far as the court ordered. But what it is they've done filed, they've done claimed her, and she's afraid that they're going to get in trouble, but she's trying to put it off on me and make me think that I'm going to get in trouble for it. And in all honesty, even if somehow they see fit to still give the money to them, or what the fuck ever, which I wouldn't really understand why. I mean, because hell, they claimed her when she wasn't even living with them for 5 fucking years. But any goddamn ways, I don't know. I just give the fuck up. It's like nobody's ever gave a damn about my dreams. I'm not allowed to have dreams. I'm supposed to be kissing everybody's ass. I'm supposed to be taking care of everybody all the fucking time and worrying about them and worrying about their money issues and worrying about if they're doing okay and worrying about how they feel. It's like I don't even want to leave. I don't even want to leave here. I really don't. But I do. Like, whenever my lease is up, I've done told the landlord, like, I'm getting the fuck out. Like, if I'm going to be harassed the way that I've been harassed the whole time that I've been living here, yeah, I don't want to live here. But if the harassment would just stop, then yeah, I would want to stay here. But it doesn't stop. And it's like, so, okay, reasonably, then yeah, I want to get out of here, But it's like, there's balance in life, and you got to take the good and the bad. And so I always was just like, well, this is the bad that I have to deal with for the fact that me and my daughter are comfortable in our homes. No, we're not 100% happy all the fucking time. Who the fuck is? You got to take the good with the bad, though. And that's the way that I looked at it. And, like, I worked my ass off, again, to make this place a home. Again, just like I did when I was living with my grandmother. And like I did when I was with my husband. And like I did when I was back with my grandmother. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, just put everything in boxes. And even though you don't have the money to, like, make sure that everything's protected, just put everything in fucking boxes. Hope that it stays protected enough. Throw it out in the goddamn building out there, and do not unpack a fucking thing while you're down there, because you're not staying. You're not staying unless my grandmother decides to go and live with her niece and decides to let me be the owner. Yeah, the owner. Oh God, yeah, of that place. But she's done said that my dad's going to be the owner of it, and boy, she's making a big badass mistake giving him both properties. A big badass mistake. Because they're going to stay his until probably he gets, like, really sick, or until my mom gets really sick, and then he'll sell them for money. And then we won't even have property to our name. He doesn't honor anything except for my mom's ass. I don't know, or some shit. Like, I don't know what type of shit she's got over him for him to put up with all the shit that he does from her, but he puts up with a lot from her. I mean, she puts up with a lot from him too, but he puts up with more from her. I've never even seen my parents really have a conversation. My dad would try, and like my mom would smart off or whatever within the first few seconds, and then he would get mad, and then he'd pop off really bad at her, and then that'd be the end of it. They can't even have a conversation about anything. And they've got my baby. And nobody cares. What do you do with that? My brother's like, oh, you get up and fight. You get up and fight. When you had to fight just to survive, you're tired. You're so tired. Oh, fuck. I'm just so sleepy. I'm so tired. I'm so depressed, and I'm trying not to be, but I am. It's like nothing ever goes my way. I don't even know how to treat myself good because I just don't. It's like people like my sister, they go out, and if they have a penny to their fucking name, even if they know they got a bill to pay tomorrow, if they got a penny to their fucking name, they'll spend it, and then they'll call up their parents and be, or their grandparents and be like, oh, I need to borrow this, I need to borrow that. It's like me, I just sit here all the time without, like, even little comforts, or whatever, like, that I could buy for myself. And I do that for several reasons, and one of them is because I'm used to denying what I want, and the other is the fact that, yeah, I'm a single mother, and so I took that as part of being a single mom, and I just can't. And I'm sitting there, and it's like I'm playing out in my mind several ways in which living down there can pan out again, but I'm so mad and, like, disappointed in myself because I swore I was never gonna go back. And I don't want to go back. And my grandmother, she's done arguing with me. No, they got full custody. And I'm like, no, they don't. They only have temporary custody. And she's like, no, they have full custody. I don't care what you say. They have full custody. And that's what starts arguments between me and her. And so I had to, and I always have to, because this woman is incapable of it. I said to her last night when I was down, and I brought a load of stuff down, and I went ahead and took one of the cats, Tiger, down, because he lives in a fucking crate here. And even at that, I was like, I'm putting him out on the back porch. Well, he'll get off the back porch. There's a rip in the screen. Okay. Well, what if he dies? What if he gets hit by a car? What if he, well, I'm sorry if God didn't give that cat enough damn sense to stay alive. Okay? He may not have gave him enough damn sense to stand up for himself and defend himself 24/7, but there is nothing that is inherently dangerous around there. It's not like there's wild cougars gonna come after him or any type of fucking thing. The closest thing that's gonna fucking come after him is a damn goose. So, he's okay. But anyways, like, she's like, no, they have full custody. I'm like, no, they have temporary. No, they have full custody. They told me. Your dad told me. Your mama told me. Everybody told me. You know, she's one of those people. Everybody told me everything, and because they said it, boy, it's true. You know? And because they're older, they know better, you know? Well, so are dead boxes in a fucking, you know, like, I mean, dead boxes. Shit, dead bones in a fucking box. Jesus Christ. But fucking hell, so are dead bones in a fucking box. If they, you know, come to have some type of sorcery or some shit over them, which I don't know if that shit can actually happen, but let's pretend that it can. And, you know, or let's say you dream of a ghost. You dream of your mom when you're asleep at night, you know? And she tells you, you know, that the end of the world is tomorrow. Are you going to hop up and 100% believe it, you know? And then if I would say shit like that to my grandmother, she'd be like, no, because it's a dream. Heather, do you live in reality? But I'm sitting here and I'm like, as long as I get my shit out of here and get it down there, even if I don't get it done this week, that by the end of this month, and I have to pay next month's rent somehow, but I get it done by next month. But hopefully I'll get it done by this month, by the end of this month. As long as I get this shit down there, I don't even care to a degree how the fuck it gets down there, but as long as I get it down there, as long as I get it loaded up and unloaded down there, then from there, it's whatever, and it's kind of, you know, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, is there anybody that I can, you know, that lives around there that I know that, you know, I can, because I'm literally sitting here and I'm like, where can I bum, like, fucking living or what the hell ever, because I don't want to live there. I don't want to be there. I'll be there, you know, 6 hours of the day or every other day to check on the dogs and feed them and water them, but then I can't do that. Then I can't do that because that's when my dad's going to get sneaky. He's going to find out when I'm not there, and he's going to come down and he's going to do something to the damn dogs. So I have to be there 24/7. And then, okay, I get down there and get a car. What about getting a job? Well, as long as I got a car, there shouldn't be any reason that Dad should be coming down. Because if I have a car, then I can ride my grandmother around every fucking where up under the sun, moon, and stars that she thinks that she needs to fucking go. Then she's telling me that as long as I'll pay for my deodorant and stuff like that, that everything else will be taken care of. I don't have to worry about anything. And that I don't even have to worry about getting food stamps. And food stamps doesn't pay for deodorant and all kinds of shit like that. And it's like, why not get food stamps if I can get them? And then that helps on the grocery bill. And then that way you can buy, until I get to where I'm working, you can buy my deodorant and whatever. And it's not like I'm some prim priss girl like my sister that has to have, you know, $60 foundation, you know, or $20 foundation even, and gotta have my hair dyed and my special shampoo and shit. Like, it's like I'm scared to go down there. Because I'm scared if things are the same as they've always been. I don't know if I'll be able to stop myself if I do something stupid. I'm so scared of going down there because of that, because the way she argues and the way she talks. And she called and left a message this morning. She told me to leave the cat in the house. She told me to put the cat in the fucking bedroom. I don't want the cat in the house drooling all over the fucking house, because my other cat's gonna have to go down there and he's gonna have to be inside, and there's still, you know, a slight chance, you know, but then again, it's not, so it shouldn't be that bad because he's been in the crate right here with the other cat near him. But he cannot be in contact with the other cat or he'll spread his whatever infection to the other cat. So I'm like, whatever, fine, just to shut her the hell up, I will put him in the damn bedroom until I get the other cat down here. And then I'm like, well, you know he's going to have to go out and he's going to have to live off the back porch or on the back porch or whatever whenever the other cat gets down here. Well, why? That's funny that she can recall that my dad, supposedly states that he does have full custody of my daughter and all that shit. I love how he can sit there and he can say one thing to her, and boy, she remembers it. But I have told her like 80,000 fucking times ever since we took the cat in down here. And I used to call her before a year ago and my parents took temporary custody of my daughter. I used to be like, Mama, you want this cat? Mama, you want this cat? Would you like to have this cat? Mama, please take this cat. Mama, he's so pitiful. He's having to live in a crate. Please take this cat. Well, why does he have to live in a crate? Because he can't be around the other cat. 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 Because he will pass it to my other cat. I'm not going to let him pass it to my 10-year-old cat. I'm sorry. And yet she can't remember that. And so she's like, well, why? Why would he have to go outside whenever you bring the other cat down here? And I'm like, because. And so here we go repeating our fucking selves again. And I done told her like 5 damn times before I came down yesterday that was going to be the case. That the cat was going to have to be out on the back porch. And what it is she just can't take no for an answer. It's her way or the highway. It's her way or the highway. And I swear to God, if she brings that fucking cat in while my other cat is down there, I'm as good as dead. I really am. I'm as good as dead. Because there is no sense in doing that. There's no fucking sense in it. There's no fucking sense in making a cat that I've had since my daughter was 2 sick because the other cat, because of what she wants. There's no fucking sense in it. So anyway, so she's like, keep the cat in, I want the cat in the bedroom for these few days before you bring down the other cat or whenever you bring him down. I want the cat in the bedroom. Okay, fine, what the fuck ever. But it's actually going to be worse for him. Him being in the room for a few days and then me throwing his ass out on the porch. After we've done moved boxes and shit down there, and he's like, what the fucking hell is going on? That's going to be more stress on him. Where if he's done out on the porch, then he's done used to the porch, and whenever we're moving shit and he's done out on the porch where he's going to be, he'll be like, oh well, that ain't nothing dealing with me. They're just moving a bunch of shit. But no, instead it's going to be like, you know what? You had a nice indoor little home for a little while. Now we're throwing your ass outside, and now we're moving stuff in. But you can't explain to these stupid idiot people that don't want to fucking listen to you. You can't explain shit to them. So anyway, so she calls me and she left a message and she's like, oh, I'm going to be so mad at you. That's what it even says on the message. I'm going to be so mad at you if you put that cat outside. I can't find him nowhere. So I called her, and I literally ended the phone call after like 10 minutes because I was not going to listen to it. I was not going to fucking listen to it. I'm like, the cat should be in there. He should be shut in the bedroom somewhere. That is one of the last things that I did before I left last night. I went and I put him in the bedroom and I shut the door. And then I went out and her dog was on the front porch and I put her dog in the house and I slammed the door shut because it was done locked from the inside. And then I remembered that I left the pet crate on the back porch and that I needed it for my other cat. So I walked around in the fucking mucky ass fucking yard there because it's horrible. And anyways, I walked around and I got the pet taxi off the back porch and then I got in the car and then I fucking left. I know what the hell I did. And she's sitting there and she's already undermining everything about me. Undermining because she knows. She knows. Oh, she knows. And so she's like, well, he's not here. He's not here. I don't know. I can't find him. He's not here. I went and I looked in the room and he's not here. I can't find him. I know he's not here. I can't find him. She just fucking kept on. Sorry, I'm freezing. But she just fucking kept on. And I'm like, he's there somewhere. And I'm like, is he in this corner? Is he in the tub? Is he here? Is he there? No, I done looked there. No, I done looked there. No. And I'm like, well, he's there somewhere. He'll show up eventually. So I told her to sit down on the couch and holler, here, kitty, for 30 minutes to an hour, and eventually he'd show up even if he was asleep somewhere. And then I kind of popped off to her and I said, well, maybe your dog killed him in the middle of the night. Because I was getting so frustrated at her being like, he's not in here. And I'm like, yes, he is. The back door was done locked and closed when I put him in the bedroom. And I locked the front when I went out. Yeah, he's in there somewhere. And then, oh my God, whenever I love and I hate, and I'm being sarcastic by saying I love it, but she's got this bedroom suit that she's always had, and the headboard got trashed a long time ago, the headboard and the footboard, the bedroom suit. But it's still got a nightstand, it's still got a dresser, and it's still got a chest drawer, and they are big. I mean big. This chest drawer, or not chest drawer, but the dresser or whatever, is about 70 inches long. It's huge. It takes up a lot of fucking space. I hate the goddamn thing. I've asked her several times if I could move it when I've been down there before. No. I've asked her if I could move the dressers several times before. No. Then I moved them one time when I was living there, the last time, for the last little bit that I was there. But I was like, I will move them back. I swear to God on my fucking life, I will move them back. And I did. And then I get there and my aunt's moved one of them, or maybe I left it, I don't know, or maybe my grandmother told me to leave it, I can't remember. But anyways, I put them where the fuck she wanted them when I left. And so last night, because I can't move the dresser, it's too fucking big and it's in the goddamn way and everything, the chest fits in the closet. So I was like, well, to get the chest out of my way, even though I may use it for storage, but to get it out of my way so I can bring something else of mine in my room, or what's going to be my room. That's if I don't just pile it up with shit and just say fuck it. But anyways, I'm like, I'm going to put it in the goddamn closet. So I put it in the fucking closet. And then when she's on the phone with me today, she's like, whatever you was doing last night. Like it's a basic math equation, woman. The dresser's not where it normally was. Where is it? Oh, it's in the closet. Whatever you was doing last night. I need to know whatever you was doing last night after I went to sleep. Doesn't it look pretty fucking obvious what the hell I was doing last night after you went to sleep? And then even at that, she laid in bed and she acted like she was asleep like the whole damn time or whatever. And I ended up leaving about 1 o'clock. Her damn dog wouldn't shut the fuck up. I got done moving everything in that I brought with me. And I was trying to watch TV and I was just going to spend the night. And her dog just kept barking and 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 barking. And I thought, well, maybe it's the TV, so I mute the TV and the dog shuts up. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, are you fucking kidding me? This dog's gonna bark at night when the TV's on. All fucking night. And I'm like, I'm gonna end up shooting myself. And I'm like, I cannot fucking handle this. Are you fucking kidding me? And so I'm just like, okay, well, maybe it's just tonight, and because a lot went on, for as far as me walking back and forth and moving things and this and that, and maybe the dog don't know what the fuck's going on and shit. So I let the dog out on the front porch, and the dog turns its head towards this area where, and I don't know what the deal is. I really don't, because it's always the same spot, because Una used to even bark at this same spot. I don't know if there's a fucking entity out there. I know that sounds completely and totally insane, but I don't know, but there is a spot in the yard that is right before you cross over into the other piece of the yard or whatever, that these dogs go insane fucking barking at. And I didn't even have to take her damn dog off the porch. Her damn dog is just turning her head that way, and I'm like, here we go again, son of a bitch. And I wish to God it was like it was a beaver or something, but it's not. I don't know what the fuck it is. And it's not geese. I don't know what it is. I even went out there several times with Una once she got past the age of 6 months. I would go out there with a fucking flashlight. I would go out there just searching. I didn't even give a shit if it was a fucking snake. I was so fucking mad. I was like, I don't care if I get bit or tore up. My grandmother, 2 times that I tried or whatever to go out there, I was like, something's out there. They see something, I'm going out there, because I'm tired of them barking constantly at this same area. And she'd be like, oh God, be careful. What if you get bit? What if you do it? I'm like, oh, well, I get bit. Whatever it is, And so I went out and there's nothing there. There's not a damn thing there. So I don't know what it is that they sense or smell, or because it could be something that's there and then it leaves and then they pick up on the scent. I don't know, but it is fucking annoying as hell. And so anyways, her damn dog wouldn't shut up barking, and then I called and figured out about getting some boxes at Walmart and went and got them, and just decided to come on home, or come on back, should I say. But fuck, I'm just so frustrated. And then that's the thing too, is like I'm sitting here and I'm like mad at people. I'm mad at people, and I'm trying not to be. And it's like Jennifer, I actually texted her yesterday and was like, hey, will you take me to the store, And she never responded back, and she didn't, and so I ended up having to go, like I said, last night and take myself, and that's the thing, like with Jennifer, that like I'm appreciative to a degree with in dealing with her, because I looked at her the other day because she took me to this Mexican restaurant and offered to buy my food for me. And, I was like, thanks, and she's like, well, you deserve it. And, like, that made me kind of, just be like, oh, because she's really, I don't know, she's really decent, like, I don't know. It's just, but anyways, so she bought my food for me, and she's like, well, you deserve it, and, I told her flat out, I was like, you make me feel like I'm capable. And, like, even last night when I went to go drive her car, I didn't know how to turn the defroster on, and so I actually ran up on the curb and had to pull over to the gas station, because I was like, where the fuck in her car, how, and am I doing this? Like, I was so afraid I was going to break something, because I've not done it by myself before. Like, I've been in the car with her and her cut it on or whatever, but like that's how insecure I am, because, and then people sit here and they think that they got to pick on me and tear me apart because I come across as confident, because I come across as cocky, because even in, yesterday's video, I was talking about, like, I will kick somebody's ass. And that's the thing is, yeah, I'm not confident, and yeah, and all that, but at the same damn time, I will stand my fucking ground, and if I do need to kick somebody's ass, I will kick somebody's ass, and I'm not afraid to fucking admit to it. And other people want to act like they're not afraid to admit to it, yet nobody ever wants to take, the heat of it or talk about it or something. I don't know, because I've been told by plenty of people, even when I was in high school, they're like, you come across as really intimidating, and I'm like, how is that? And they're like, because you know who you are, Well, it's really funny that I know who I am, yet at the same time, I don't know who I am, and it's like, so it's a constant battle of me knowing who I am and not knowing who I am and everything. But, and then my grandmother, Oh my fucking God, when I called and told her I was coming down, she tried to go on for like 25 minutes about how it's raining and how I should be careful. And then whenever I went to go leave, she tried to do that. And that's the thing too, she laid there and she acted like she was asleep. And I'm sitting there and I'm, playing with the TV, the volume, and tried to get it quiet enough so this damn dog was shut up. And then I opened the door and the dog went out on the porch and barked at that same area. And so I'm just like, fuck, she ain't gonna shut up come hell or high water. I don't know what she's barking at. I don't know why. Fucking hell, I hate it. And so I was like, well, let me call about the boxes, and so I did. And they're like, oh, yeah, but we're going to crush them, and I was like, well, shit, I'll be there. Just wait, like, no, don't. And, so anyways, I get out there and everything. And that's the thing, too. I talk about coincidences all the time. Well, there's this female named Drew that, I used to work with. And she actually let me borrow some money from her one time when I was going to be late on my rent. And this was probably before Christmas or something, before Ava was taken from me. And I paid her back the next month, or maybe it was months later. But anyways, I ended up paying her back one day. And she didn't even expect me to. She gave me like $80, I think. And like I paid her back. But anyways... When I came out with the boxes, she was out there, and her car was pulled in behind mine, and I said hi to her. And then I went on in, and I was like, what are you doing? She's like, it's Walmart, It's like, okay. And then whenever I went to go get in line, she was behind me. And then whenever I went to go leave, she was behind me until we got on the interstate, and then she went around me. But I just thought that was kind of weird, or whatever. And then there was a cop that was in the parking lot of Walmart whenever I went to go pull out and leave. And I was like, it made me nervous because I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, did I do something wrong? Driving. Like, that's what it makes me feel like. I'm like, did I do something wrong driving? I mean, I know I ran up on the curb over there, where I live, but it's where they're doing a lot of construction anyways. And so I've seen people take out the damn curb in front of me and all kinds of shit, And I seen a truck, God, I thought he was going to get like fucking, I don't know. I thought he was going to knock down a sign one day over there trying to make the turn, and he didn't know where the hell he was going. But it's like I'm learning for as far as driving that it's okay to make mistakes, as long as they're not huge ones, It's okay to make little minor mishaps, and just learn from them and don't do it again, And then that's the thing too. Oh my God! On the way down there, I was gonna take the interstate the whole way, but instead I went ahead and went and bought some stuff. And so I went to go get back on the interstate, and I was in the wrong lane, and I couldn't get over quick enough, or at least I felt like I couldn't safely. So I just kept going. I was gonna find a place to turn around, get back on the interstate, and then I got to thinking. I was like, well, I could go this way, and so I went the long way to my grandmother's. But I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. It's like I'm sitting here and I try to make relationships work with people that I guess that you could say that I actually like. Because I don't know how else to describe it or whatever. Call it love. Call it just attraction. I don't care. But in all honesty, I don't look at these people and think that they're the hottest, sexiest people on the face of the planet or anything. But it's like I've talked about Jason, the most recent, like, that I guess you could say I dealt with or whatever. And then there's EJ, and I went and looked at... And that's the thing, too, is on February 9th, which is the night that I spent the night over at Jason's or whatever, that's when EJ posted this drawing, and it's a Valentine's drawing on her account. And I was just like, really? And it's like, I don't know, I see things as coincidental and stuff like that. But it's like I'm so mad at EJ, I'm so mad at Jason. And it's like I don't even have a right to be mad at Jason too much, in all honesty. I mean, well, I kind of do. I don't know. I gotta find out when I have rights to be mad at people. I'm so fucked up, I don't even know when to be mad at people. I know when to be hurt by people, which I'm hurt by people all the time, but I don't know when to be angry and mad and when to be able to actually, like, go through with the anger and the rage, I guess, of being mad or whatever, because this thing too is like, usually that rage turns into wanting to fight, and so I don't know, but I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I'm gonna try to get some more packing done. Maybe I might go over. I might think that I'm worth like $5 and go over and get something to eat. I don't know. I'm just in a really shitty ass mood. I don't want to destroy my home. I don't want to go and live back with my grandmother. And people that watch this and hear her, hear me saying, "Oh, she don't want to. Oh, poor baby," because that's the way my cousins were my whole life. "Oh, she don't want to. Oh, you don't want to. Oh, bless your heart, you don't want to." But it's not even a light sense of I don't want to, like petty shit. I mean, it's like I don't want to pack stuff, because I'm sore, but I'm doing it, damn it. I didn't want to drive in the rain last night, but I did, damn it. I do shit all the time that I don't want to fucking do. I'm staying at home instead of driving over to Jason's tonight because like, I don't know what's the best for me in that situation, but I would assume it's to stay away from him since he fucking blocked me. He won't even talk to me. And it's like, now that I've had my license and now Jen's letting me drive her car, I'm like, holy shit. When the hell would she have let me started driving her car regularly since I've had my license since November? And I'm just like, but she does go a lot of places. And I went out with her today whenever I first woke up, and then I laid back down and went back to sleep. So hopefully I'll get packing done and I'll stay positive, and maybe somebody will send some good prayers my way I don't know. But it's like my biggest dreams and goals in life have pretty much all been crushed. So, I mean, what do you do with that? It's like every mom wants a home for their child, a place to call home. And so I moved in with my grandmother, trying to make it a place to call home, but I seen it wasn't going to be. And I was still hopeful for as far as relationships and marriages and shit like that working out. And so then I found my husband and we got married. And then I built a home with him. And he abandoned us. And then I was like, okay, back to grandmother's we go. And then I talked to her again because both times I've talked to her, and been like, can I make this my home? Because she does that. She'll be like, oh, make yourself comfortable. But then she'll bitch at you. It's like dealing with somebody that's bipolar. And that's even like last night. Now, I can put this in this video, but she's going to swear up and down that she didn't say it for anybody that ever fucking talks to her. But she said that whenever she dies, even though what was it? Something about when she dies, she's going to leave this place to me. And I think she meant the trailer, but not the property, because she done told me she was going to leave the property to my dad. But the trailer, my Aunt Debbie wants the trailer left to her. I don't want to be murdered by her or her family or her kids or my cousins just because I got left a fucking trailer. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to catch hell from them. If that were to occur, I don't want them to hate me, but the thing is they do hate me. So it doesn't really fucking matter.
And then I keep trying to tell myself, I'm like, well, if I get down there and everything's shit and everything's hell, and at least my stuff is like within family ownership to a degree, because it'll be down there at her place. If I have to like run away and start anew, someplace else, I can do that, and I can still just leave my shit there and just take whatever the fuck I need for as far as the basics, but leave all the crap, if you will. But then that's the thing, is it's like, well, if I'm gonna leave it, when the hell would I ever use it, and why the hell don't I just get rid of it? But then I sit here and I'm like, well, that's my kid's stuff, and that's my kid, and that's what she knows, and her home, and our house together. It's like I watched this in motivational or whatever thing the other day, and it's like, oh, everybody wants to have a good life. Everybody wants it, but nobody's willing to put in the work and the effort that it takes. If somebody could just tell me the fucking work and effort that it takes and put me with a fucking partner that's willing to put in the work and the effort as well and not going to run off and abandon us. I mean, that's what the deal is with me and my husband. He wasn't willing to work at our problems. I was willing to go to counseling. He didn't want to. I was willing to sit with him when he went to the doctor. He didn't want to go to the doctor. I mean, I was doing everything that I could up under the way that my hands was tied with me not having a license and driving. And nothing was good enough for him. And nothing's ever good enough for anybody. Apparently, I'm not even good enough for Adam and his meth head ways. And I'm not good enough for my husband and him abandoning me. And I'm not good enough for EJ. And I'm not good enough for Mike and his just weirdness. I don't know what the hell his problem is. And apparently, I'm not good enough for Jason either. But then it's like, oh, don't do that to yourself and say that they're not good enough for you and that they don't treat you right and they don't respect you. Who does treat me right? Who does respect me? I mean, Jen tries, but Jen has her own issues and stuff and everything. But I mean, who puts in the effort anymore at any goddamn thing when everything is a fucking mouse click away on a goddamn internet or a phone? This world's going to hell. I'm just frustrated. It's like I'm sitting here and I'm like, it's like I'm daydreaming, and it's like I'm daydreaming and I'm trying not to, but I'm not. Like I'm literally here. I literally know that my life is shit. I literally know that I'm having to pack stuff. I literally know that when I end this, I'm gonna be packing stuff. I literally know that this is going on, that's going on, all this shit is just going on. I gotta do all this shit, But it's like there's a part of me that's still daydreaming, and I'm like, one of these 5 people that I actually fucking like, and I don't even fucking, and I'm like, them being nice, or them being kind, or them showing up, or them giving me a call, or just, energy wise, I guess, people that make you feel good energy wise, and they don't even have to do anything is the fucking thing. It's like they don't. It's like just spending time with them, being around them, and that's like with my kid too. It's like, being with my kid, I was just being with her, like just her sitting on the couch, and it made me feel good. It made me feel useful. It makes me feel like I'm actually alive. It makes me feel like I'm actually somebody, and I'm not just a big pile of nothing. Oh, but my grandmother, she's like, well, if you'll clean the house, I'll give you $100 a month. She's like, if you don't get a job when you're down here, She's like, I'll give you $100 a month. I mean, she's done. She's just... It's like, it's not that I don't want to work a job. I do. But I'm so tired of nothing going right. For as far as big plans, big pictures, or anything with me. It's like... And it's like, oh, it's because you don't do the work and the effort and everything, but it's really hard when you come from a fucked up background like mine and you feel like nobody ever loved you and nobody ever nurtured you and nobody gives a damn about you, and then the people that do, because they came from... It's like to have that self-reassurance and, like, actually love themselves and care about themselves and stuff. And it's like I was taught to not care about myself and, like, sacrifice so much of what I want. And that's like even that night that I was in the car with my dad and I started crying. And he's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I gave Mom money and I didn't have it to give to her, but I did. And I was like, and I seen something and I really wanted it. And I was like, and I feel bad. And he's like, here. And he just handed me the money. And I was like, no. And he's like, yeah, take it, you know. And like, he hasn't been like that a lot in my life. Because I haven't broke down and cried like that a lot in my life around him. Because I wasn't allowed to. Because he used to beat my ass when I did. And then my cousins, if they were around, they was like, you're a brat, you're a brat. That's all you want. You want what you want. You're nothing but a brat. And then my sister, you're nothing but a this and a that. And I'm just like, am I really? Like, I'm sitting here and I'm 30. And my one and only kid, when I wanted to have 7, my one and only kid has been taken temporary custody of by my parents. I wanted one person that I married and spend my life with. Okay, that didn't work out. And I get that my sis wanted that too, and that didn't work out for her neither. And I get that maybe she wanted more than 2 kids, but she's got 2 kids. She's still got custody of her 2 kids. She's got a trailer, not a fucking apartment where she has to share walls with people who fucking, you know, have a problem and shit. She's got a fucking trailer that she rents or whatever, or that she's trying to buy or something. I don't know what the hell she's doing. But she's got that. But she's been driving since she was like fucking 18. There's times that she just worked part-time jobs just enough so she could have gas money to go to her damn boyfriend's house. And then if she worked full-time jobs, then she would take the money and spend it on lavish clothes and hair color and all this shit before she had kids and everything. When she wanted to go see her boyfriend, she could hop in the car and go and see him as long as she had gas money. Do you know how many times I wanted to see my boyfriend when I had a fucking boyfriend and I couldn't get in the car and I couldn't go? Like, oh yeah, I'm such a brat, sis. I'm such a fucking brat. I should fucking die. I'm such a horrible ass brat. Oh God, you know, I wanted to drive my child to the park. God, I'm a horrible person. Like my sister, she's been to I don't know how many fucking concerts. I've never even been to one. She goes places all the time whenever she feels like it. She's been to bars. She's been out partying, if you will, to a degree, kinda, with people, or socializing. I can't. Don't have a car. Nobody wants to come pick the weird one up, the third wheel or what the fuck ever, and take them with them. And that's the way it's always been in my family. I was too little for everything. Nobody wanted to do anything with me. I was always too little. And then because I was too little, then I was too stupid. Or I was too short. Even the rides or whatever. Because there's probably 1 to 3 times that we probably met our cousins up at the fucking fairgrounds when I was a kid. And it's like, oh, you're too little. You can't ride this. You're too short. You can't ride this with us. And then they's like, and you'll probably be scared anyways, and then you'll scream, and then you'll cry, and you'll be crying the whole time. So no. Like, I'm so scared if I go down here that I'm gonna end up committing suicide, because I'm just gonna be so fucking miserable, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. And I'm like, please, for the love of God. And I'm like, please, God, just let them go ahead and go back to court and see that it has devastated me in dealing with my kid being taken from me, and like them be like, you know what? We're going to send a caseworker that's going to come out and check on you and help you and get you where you need to go. So that way you can get your kid back, because we believe that you are a good mother. And we're going to help you rebuild. Like, I wish to God it was like that here. I wish to God somebody would do that. And then if not, then I just wish somebody would just care about me. And Jen, I mean, she does, but she doesn't. And then she's probably like, I don't know. I just want my fucking kid back. It's like your parents are supposed to protect you. They're not supposed to hurt you. They're not supposed to harm you. And even though people are not perfect and people do cause harm, the amounts of harm can differ. And it could be a little or it could be a lot. If as far as emotionally and psychologically damaged, my parents have done a lot. Oh, fuck. And it's like, they don't have to pay for it because their name and who they are. They don't have to fucking pay for it. Supposedly. They don't have to pay for shit. All they can do, if they need to pay for shit, is just knock on my grandmother's door and say, hey, want to go take a loan out for us? We need some money. She's right there with them. How much you need? Always has been. That's just like my sister. My sister, hell, at least, that's the thing, too. My sister, my grandmother paid for my sister's divorce. Paid for her to have an attorney and everything. Paid for my sister's divorce. From Mr. Man, okay? Mr. Man, and what I mean by that is this is military guy, okay? And they got a kid together. And paid for the divorce, okay? Paid for the attorney, helped with all that, and helped with a whole bunch of other shit in dealing with that situation. My sister, who had been working since she was like probably fucking 18, and when they got divorced, let's see, 11, 3, 7, 7, 22, 20, 22, 26, 26, is that right? Let's see, 2007, 8, 9, 10 years ago. 34, 24. So my sister was like about 24 years of age or somewhere around in that ballpark. And had been working since she was 18. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 6 or 7 years, she'd been working. And she couldn't afford her own divorce. Me, when I got separated from my husband, when he abandoned us, I still had never worked a job. We didn't have any children together. Before we got married, my daughter and our last name was the same. I've been wanting to be divorced all this time so I can have back my last name, my maiden name. So that way I have my kid's last name again. So that way at least we share that as well as a home together, you know. And nobody would help pay for my divorce. My grandmother wouldn't pay for my divorce. My parents wouldn't even take me to look, you know, to fucking figure it out or anything. They'd be like, you want to go? And I'd be like, well, how am I going to pay for it? And they'd be like, I don't know. So I'm supposed to walk in and be like, hey, you know, I'm here to set up an appointment that I don't know how the hell I'm going to pay for. Like, how do you go about that? I have no idea. Call it my own stupidity, but... And so here I am, all these fucking years later, 8 years. 6 of them not married, not together. 6 years I've been going by a fucking name that I hate, that I absolutely fucking hate. And I've been wanting my maiden name back, so that way I share the same name with my kid. And nobody'd help me. Oh, but that's the thing, is my sister, she kept her married name. She kept her married name. Why? Because it's the same as her first kid, because he's the father. Nobody in my family gives a shit about me. And then to sit there and they're trying to all pull it on me that my daughter doesn't want to talk to me. Yet my daughter was standing on the porch Thanksgiving night, and I said, you want to start doing visitation again? She said, I'll talk to Nana about it. That was the words that come out of her mouth. She said, I'll talk to Nana about it, as she's shaking her head yes. And as she kind of even smirked at me when I asked, because it was like, oh, Mom really does mean that she really does want to see me. Like, it excited her to know that I wanted to see her, because they're lying to her, probably telling her that I don't want to see her. And I do want to see her. I want to see her every fucking day. I want to see her every fucking morning. I want to see her asleep in her bed. And then even if she doesn't have a bed, she can sleep in my fucking bed. I will sleep on the goddamn couch. I don't give a flying fuck. I will sleep in the goddamn floor for my fucking kid. I will sleep outside in the fucking gravel in the pouring rain for my fucking kid. I guess I'm going to label this in prayers, because I that's all I can think of, is that I need some prayers in my life. And sometimes I don't even think God hears your prayers, because your prayers are selfish if you're praying about yourself. I think He wants people to pray for others. But I'm going to go ahead and end this. I know I said I was going to like 20 minutes ago, but I have to now, so I'll let you go. I'll catch you later, and I hope everybody's doing good, and keep putting your best foot forward. And I would say, if you need somebody to talk to hit me up on Facebook Messenger, but I'm so busy right now, it'd take me like a week or two to respond, probably. Unless it's just, I happen to, I happen to take a minute and look at my phone. But I'll let you go. Talk to you later. Catch you in tomorrow's video. Bye.